Hey, everybody. I'd like to share some interesting news with you today. So, what we tried with NANO TRX is inserting this VIP pass on top of the Kickstarter Prelaunch Page. This is interesting because this client was struggling to get Kickstarter followers at cheap cost. They're about $4 or $5+ a follower, and normally that would not meet my benchmarks. However, when we put on this VIP pass on the page, what we found was the cost per VIP was about $4 to $5. And so essentially everybody who would follow is also willing to sign up for a VIP pass. Now, this is in line with the theory that whenever you have your email address that you're building for your Kickstarter, when you do a VIP system, you're simply moving those people over into another bucket, the VIP bucket. And so your conversion rate on your email list goes down while you have this new high quality VIP list. Now, the conversion rates between VIPs and followers seems to be relatively the same. Of course, some uh, Kickstarter followers require users to be Kickstarter users, the regular users. If they're not regular users, they tend to bounce out of the Kickstarter pre-launch page without following because they have to create an account first. And the traditional solution is, of course, to run a landing page with a VIP system to ease and warm people up into the Kickstarter platform if they're not familiar with it. However, so we found this client fell into that bucket, but by putting this VIP pass onto the page, what we found was that it was just as cheap, if not cheaper, to acquire these VIPs through the Kickstarter page than through a dedicated landing page. So if you look at our results here, you'll see in the last 2 days since we started running this test is that they are cheaper. The cost per VIP is cheaper. Now, to retrace our steps, I'll give you a deep dive in what happened here. So we originally started out with landing page and just using a video, and that worked quite well. We were finding about $6 a VIP, and then we tried a new video content, and that worked out really well. You'll see here if I go to maximum that it was comparable. And so the next step, of course, was to try Kickstarter followers, which did not work. As mentioned, they were about $4 or $5+ Kickstarter follower. We also set up a video view retargeting with expansion turned on, audience expansion, and this was our best performing audience. And then I tried moving into revealing the launch date, and this went quite well also on the cost per purchase, which got me thinking of putting the VIP offer directly on the page. So what you'll see here in the date reveal, by the way, just to show off what we did here is a little special. So basically when we were running up into the week into the Kickstarter, like we're going into launch, we wanted to make sure that everybody knows the launch date. So we retargeted all our ad engagement, video viewers, page viewers, purchases, and leads with special messaging that leads them to the Kickstarter, including the date everywhere that we could. And this seems to be working quite well. And then, of course, as I first showed you, then we moved into a purchase campaign targeting the Kickstarter page with the VIP system using the same messaging and found that it was even better than the landing page. Okay, so essentially, very cool development, but now I need to set up the live campaign ads for this client. So let's do that together. The first step, of course, is to create a new sales campaign. So when I'm going to do this, I'm going to be using my new system that I'm developing that I haven't released yet. And it's going to make things much faster and streamlined for you in setting up your ad campaigns and your Kickstarter page. Let's get into that really quick. So we're going to start a new sales campaign. So we're going to call this KS Live /sales. I'm going to turn off the catalog. Now I'm going to breeze through this relatively quickly. This one is going to be called cold traffic. So USA RC/KS. Turn it over to website. Set the conversion event to purchase. Scroll down. Now, for the live campaign budget on this cold traffic, we're going to look how far up we could scale it over here. Maybe give it a little bump on top of that. So we were able to scale it up to $400 a day and getting a great cost per purchase at best. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's look at that. I was looking at the wrong one. That's the video view retarget. We scaled it up, I believe, to 300 historically. So I'm going to have to cheat and let you know now. Instead of going through the history, there's a history. See history? You can see the budget changes, like right here. You can see it's 200, and that's where it performed best. We tried 300, yeah, and we turned it down to 200. So let's set this up to either 200 or, well, we had this running at the same time. It's targeting the same audience, so we could actually bump it up to 400 pretty safely. And for this live campaign, let's just give an extra 50% boost on day 1 and day 2, and then we're going to turn it down. So after the first 48 hours of the campaign, after the early bird runs out, usually you got to turn things down a little bit because the urgency is gone. The hype, is the launch day hype and stuff. So let's give that the best possible shot on day 1. The next thing we need to create is we got to insert it in here, the audience. So I'm going to go down to the new ad set I created, go down to audience controls. We're going to switch to original audience options here. And now I'm going to change the age to cap it at 55. Location is correct. Advanced detailed targeting. So let's pull this over, what the audience was. Three-prane construction set, Kickstarter remote control. Let's save this audience. UC US dash RC slash KS. Let's save that out. And now I don't want to interrupt this ad, so I'm going to discard this draft, but save the audience that just generated for me. And now we're going to load that up in the new one. And part of this I do want to do is delete that. Let's update. Because we're going live campaign, I don't want it be excluding everybody. And now, I believe we're done here. Let's set the start date to actually when the campaign launches for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is generally the best time anymore on Kickstarter. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Mondays and Thursdays are pretty good too. All right, so the ad set is now completely set up. Let's move into the ad. And let's start off with the trailer. Trailer dash V4. Excuse me. So, do we have catalog turned on? Why is catalog showing up? Okay, good. So add video. We're going to scroll down to the video here. Insert that. Cropping's good. Add catalog item. See, let's turn that on off. Make sure to turn that off on a sales campaign. Now, anything else I missed? Okay. So I replaced the media. Okay. Now we're going to insert the website. So we're just going to grab the URL to Kickstarter here, drop that right in. Call that a day. Okay, so now we need to do the text. So here's part of my new system that I was describing to you. And we have a bunch of templates here. So if I go into my pre-launch club folder, okay, you'll see here I have 16 different templates where, it covers add-on discounts, everything during pre-launch. Then when you launch your actual campaign, various product categories, and also during the end, if you're doing stretch goals or not. And then finally, with late pledges. Additionally, I have Steam ad templates here in case you're doing a video game and moving into Steam. I will also be inserting Amazon ad templates in here with the final product that you're going to buy, the final guides. So anyway, we're moving into a yield utility product and the live campaign start. I already have it pulled over here, ready to edit. So let's start moving in the stuff. So this one is, yes, NANO TRX, RC construction at your desk. This fully functional RC excavator, NANO TRX, now live on Kickstarter. And then NANO TRX, breaking. Oh, wait, we're not doing this one. So let's remove some of these. We can only have 5 variations right now. And what's the biggest discount that we're going to offer? I think it's $150.99, so it's a 35% discount. Okay, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5th one. Let's go with this one. Wait, it is it'll be a good one when used when it. Ah, okay, yeah, so let's use these two. Now I have 6 total. Yeah, let's throw this one out, the review. I'll try that one during mid-campaign or end-campaign. So see in action on Kickstarter, that's fine. Now on Kickstarter, let's see if we can get a better emoji here. So let's pull some from the previous text. One, we're going to want to grab this bolt list. Let's slide that in here. And we're going to want a bridge bolt list. Did I already produce one yet? Nope. All right. So let's nail it down to the best, coolest features. Probably these 3. And so save up to 35% off on Kickstarter from a limited time. Earn any, so do we have anything I already wrote about this? Um, so I need a better emoji. What about let's see, instruction emoji? What we got here? And we're looking for something. Probably use this one. Needs to be an object. Let's give him a. That's a rescue worker, huh? Well, a hard hat. Maybe a safety vest might do the trick. Put a safety vest there. A little less. I want a better emoji there for the face. Um. A better smiley. Can do here. That's a good one. Shows off the excitement and how much somebody might love the product. Maybe the heart eyes might do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that works. All right, so then this one. I'm ready to dig. Yes. Upgrade your um your home office with a fully functional RC excavator. Um let's see if I got another. Shorten that one up. And then probably slide this one. That's another get ready. Let's start off with operate. I'm gonna upgrade your day. Upgrade your daily grind. Now live on Kickstarter, and then 35% off. All right, and now we're done. That's all there was to do designing the ad text. All right, so let's save that out and start copying everything in. So the primary text, we have 5 variations. Let's open up 5 slots. Starting off with the primary text, we're going to put that in here. So let's copy that in. Just 1, 2, 3. And you can edit these as you desire, by the way. They are a good springboard, but if you need to edit it, beyond just like reorganize or add in some new variations, this is just like a springboard. Like I said, you can edit it, insert your brand and your features. And this is all shown to work. I've done this like a dozen times with like, these templates and just inserting my own branding for the new client. And it just works. Like it makes my job in life really easy. And then like I might have just showed you earlier, like you just swap stuff around, and you can use my Facebook ad templates to craft and insert entirely new ones as well. But yeah, this just makes it super fast and simple to just get good results and do this the right way. Okay, it looks like I have it all set up here. Call to action is set to order now. So the theory behind why this works is that you'll see here where it says the customer journey at top. And then we're planning this content. We're focusing the algorithm on one specific metric, which is the frequency, the number of times this uh, audience member has seen the ad. We're not trying to make the algorithm figure out what interests work best with what messaging. What we're trying to teach the algorithm to do is just look at the frequency if they've seen the ad before. So if it's their first time seeing you, we have some very basic brand awareness messaging with the product name and the basic hook. And then when they have seen your ad before and they're now considering you, you might insert more details or social proof. Uh, Now, when you get to purchase, and they're ready to buy, we just give them the call to action now that they're, like, and tell them what to do, and if they want to do it, they will. And once again, we do the same thing with the primary text. Uh, so that's the theory behind it. And now this is all good to go. Let's let's press duplicate. And that should all be fine for now. Now we're going to slide in the images. So let's look and see and analyze what images performed best during pre-launch. So if we drop in here and look at everything, and then uh, order by purchases, we can see here which ads actually generate all the purchases. The algorithm really liked the founder, the price tag, and the white box. CDA. So let's go in, and I think I'm going to need to regenerate some of these images. So let's go in and do that. If I go in a folder here, let's see, we're going to throw out these two. They didn't perform. However, these three did. So let's go in and edit them. I believe these two need to be updated. So if I go into these Photoshop templates, which are also for sale on my website, you can grab them on their own or through the all resource bundle. And let's just swap it over to live on Kickstarter. Oh, that was easy, wasn't it? So we just like turn on the different layer, right? Boom, save it. And then let's save it as a PNG. Over the old one. Okay, and now let's bring up the other one that needs to be updated. And once again, we just swap it over. Let's get the font color right on that one. Okay, looking good. Let's save that. And this as a PNG. And okay, that's done over there. So now let's slide them all in. Go image, founder. And all we need to do here at this point is just delete the video and then reinsert the image. And this is the founder, so let's drop that in. All looking good. Let's see, is there any catalog? Let's turn off catalog items. The rest are fine. Let's keep them on. Okay, now we're going to duplicate again. We're going to call this one image price tag. Do the same thing that we just did. Delete the old image. Let's insert the new one. Actually, we already have this one. Be the right one. Yes. Next, save. And ask to generate. Skip and continue. It's a new feature. All right, interesting. Once again, turn off catalog items. There's no sales catalog here. And then we got one more to go. So let's duplicate one last time. And we're going to call this image white box. Let's slide in the white box. And then there was two other videos that the founder made. And they don't have any special messaging on them. So I'm just going to slide in those previous videos and roll them right in. So skip, yeah, that's a weird thing. All right, add catalog items. Let's turn that off. Hey there, buddy. Thank you. It's like Facebook's really starting to slow down here. So because the ad manager is such a bulky thing, it can slow down. At least it does for me on my devices. And so all I need to do is refresh the page. Now let's duplicate once again. Duplicate this one. Okay, and this is going to be video teaser features. One. Remove that. Add video, and now let's slide in this Facebook ad and then vertical 3. Looks like, yeah, he did it that way. Okay, cool. And so let's do a tall one. Made a customization. Now you could just do square if you want, and square will cover the most amount of placements. However, if you want to customize them, you can do that. Keep in mind when you customize a placement, it won't duplicate over the engagement when you copy it and duplicate it to other ad sets. So it's a dual-edged sword. Okay, and one last one. Make sure I remove catalog from the last one. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. And so this is Facebook ad desktop, Facebook ad desktop. This one is short features vertical 3. And so let's verify that with the previous ads. So I'm looking at this. This is using vertical 3 short features. And so I did it short features with the right column. So right in stream, use vertical 3. I almost deviated from that. Let me double check that. Okay. And so let's reset that back up. Vertical 3, and then on this one, he used this one. All right, next. And one that a little bit closer. Did he like customize this to crop it? Original. Yep, he didn't crop it. Okay, and so the other one is vertical 3, GIF 1. That's the same thing. Facebook ad. Oh, he did do it that way too. All right, so let's match that once again. Start with this one, then we replace this one. Okay, and then catalog items turned off. Done. All right, let's make sure catalog's turned off over here too. We're gonna scroll down to enhancements and yes, catalog's turned off. Cool. So save. All right, so now we now have a complete ad set. We're done there. So what we need to do now is set up the additional retargeting audiences. We have our cold traffic set up. If you had more audiences, what you would do, if you had more cold traffic audiences that you tested during pre-launch that you found were successful, what you would do is just duplicate this current ad set that you already finished with all the ads inside, everything set up properly. You just duplicate it and then create change out the audiences on the new ad set and set your budgets appropriately for however high you were able to scale it during pre-launch. This guy only had one cold traffic audience, so let's move into setting up the retargeting. So we're going to duplicate the whole ad set, and now we're going to call this retarget video view plus expansion. So this is a cool little audience. If you look at my other YouTube videos, I'll teach you how to use it on YouTube. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to retarget video views 3 seconds. And create a new audience here. Start date set correctly. We're going to switch to original audience so that we can actually set up the retargeting. And it's under custom audiences. I already have it set up here. So it's video view 365. And then we leave this checked on to expand beyond our custom audience when it's likely to improve results. So this essentially creates a look-like audience for your video views. But now we want to clamp down a little bit on the age and language. Let's make sure that they speak English. Any other special settings I did over here? Let's validate my work once again. Verify that I'm doing it right. Custom audience, all language. See, I didn't use a language one on here. Inclusion, video views. Oh, that's using the new audience. So let's this. Okay. And looking good. I think we're all set up here. Oh, I didn't check the age. Let's verify the age real quick on that. 18 to 55. All right. Good. All right, so next one. Okay, next one is we're going to duplicate this again. And we're going to call this one leads in 20 day. Well, you know what? This is going to be a start campaign on 20 day. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to set an end date because this is a limited retargeting audience. And so we only want it to run until the early bird runs out, really. So approximately 11:59 p.m. Let that run for a full 48 hours. And then what we're going to do is turn off video views and we're going to instead plug in leads. And since we're just straight retargeting, let's remove any age range restrictions. We don't need to include a location either. And everything else is looking right on. Okay. Now we're going to set up this budget later. I'm going to teach you how to do that. But before we do that, let's move on. Let's duplicate again. We're going to do this for every retargeting audience. So let's say page view. Swap this out with page view. Okay, looking good. Now we're going to duplicate this again with VIPs. Once again, we're going to slide out that custom audience and insert a purchase custom audience. Duplicate again. Add engagement. Was there any more that I need to do? Let's look at this real quick. So purchase leads, page view, and then add engagement. Okay, so this is the 3 buckets. Let me reference my guide real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. So if we go through retargeting leads, oh, there's a little bit of a bug. Go back down here. So VIP leads, page view, video views, ad engagement. Right, and it didn't have many page followers, so we're gonna skip that one. Okay, so this is all set up now. And I think that would be it. This is good to go. Oh, the budgets. So let's move into the budgeting. So now, with page views, you'll see here in this chart that I was just showing off real quick. So we're gonna, based upon the size of the retargeting audience, we're gonna assign a monetary value to each member. So for instance, if you have 25,000 clicks on your ads, let's put 1 penny on each of them, and so that's like $300 over the course of the retargeting window of 48 hours. So, oh, you know what I did? You could use a lifetime budget. This is what I wanted to do. Let's switch these over to lifetime budget. Now, this isn't totally necessary. You can do it by daily budget, but will make your life probably simpler to just do it by lifetime budget on these ones that have an end date on them. So, okay, moving back to here, let's look and find out how many page views we've had. So if we do date range maximum suite. All right, so let's look at the total number of clicks we've gotten. Now if you go columns, you could go performance and clicks. I have a custom one that I made called VIP, which shows off purchases as well as leads. But it looks like we have about 80,000 clicks here. So let's go into a calculator and do 80,000 times a penny. So $830 probably. Ooh, let's not go into the ad account. Let's stick into this one. So we're talking about page views. We could probably spend about $800 on them. All right, leads. Once again, how many leads did we get? About 14,000 emails. So, and let's put 2 pennies on them. 14,000 times 0.02. $300. Let's put $300 on our email leads. That's the lifetime budget. Now, if you're doing daily budget, you're going to want to cut this up. You know, that's why I was saying lifetime budget makes your life easier. Now, I know we have 3,000 VIPs. and let's put 10 cents on them or so, or 5 cents. So the way these calculations work is based upon you could do it a little bit more exact by taking your CPM, and the goal is to reach these people at about 3 to 4 times, all right, within your retargeting audiences. So if you know what your CPM is and how many times you want to hit them and the size of the audience, you could get really accurate with this number. I just have some brief ballparks to get you around the where you need to go, and it generally will hit 3 to 4 times. Now, if it goes over 4 times frequency, they see the ads 4 times, you'll see under the frequency column here, right here, you'll see here it's like 2.1. You don't want that to go over 4 times. So just turn down the budget if it's exceeding that. And yeah. And so, okay, let's finish setting up these budgets. Now add engagement. Now this is a little bit of a different one. I think if I go engagements, I'm going to get that here. So 800K, huh? That's rough. We're not going to be able to cover all of them. So 800K. Let's give room for the algorithm to optimize on that. So basically, we have like this massive audience that's, and we can't hit them all. It'd probably be unwise to anyway, because you know they could be relatively low quality. So let's set this more down to like 600 or something. Let's find the best people within there. Okay, so now it looks like we're gonna spend. Let's set this up to 800. Just for day 1, day 2, see how that goes. We're going to spend about a little over $2,000 on day 1. And then after the 12 to 18 hour mark, we're going to reassess, you know, the amount we're spending, especially on the cold traffic ads, see how the cold traffic is converting, and then keep the budget as is or turn it down slightly. Usually you want to turn it down slightly, but you're going to see what your results are because you don't want to turn it down unnecessarily when you're just printing money. Okay, but now I believe everything's set up. I am going to publish. Let's go and validate some things real quick. Let's make sure that we did a good job and that Facebook didn't insert any bugs. Facebook, when duplicating, can sometimes turn on the AI, especially when using the quick duplicate functionality instead of the regular duplicate functionality. Everything looks good. All right, so let's publish this. Budgets are all good. Dates are all set. Images are all in. Videos are all in. The audiences are all set up. Budgets are all set. Publish. Let's go. All right, so that's all there is to it, to setting up a live campaign. And not only that, but this really cool technique. Like I said, this is groundbreaking. This is marrying all the different techniques, whether you're running surveys, Kickstarter followers, community members, or VIP systems. You're going to see here, this is part of the new system that I'm going to be releasing. And what you're looking at here is a Kickstarter page builder deck. So I'm going to be printing physical card decks for you to use to help you along in building your Kickstarter page. But you're going to see here that there's for instance, you can insert a VIP access pass onto the Kickstarter pre-launch page. You can insert a community giveaway to grow your community right on the Kickstarter page. We've seen this before with Drio, for instance, and that worked well. Like this is standard stuff, but like we're moving it into the Kickstarter page. We're making it all a universal one system. You don't need a whole landing page funnel anymore. And once again, for survey feedback, you can answer at the end of your pre-launch page to, you know, if they want to know more about what you're thinking, take a feedback and provide take a survey and provide us with your feedback. Click the button, boom, gets you to the survey page. And you can track all these people with special events. And that's what we're doing here. When they click this VIP pass, they get into the VIP offer page, which tracks a purchase event on the thank you page after they purchase, right? You can put a lead event on the offer page itself so that you know that they actually visited the page. You can use an alternative event as well if you don't want to overlap with your Facebook or your Kickstarter follower events. You can separate them out by using like a complete registration event on the offer page here of these various offers. In any case, there's like a ton of stuff you can do. This basically follows the customer journey, the user journey in there, and how to make a great user experience for them that doesn't confuse them and stays on point with what they're thinking. For instance, when you introduce the product, when you start talking about what's special, the features, and how to wrap it up, and then talking about the pricing and answering buyer decision questions, which are judgments or questions that are important, like about whether or not they'll be able to use the product. Will I get it on time? Who is making this? Etc. What are the tech specs? All right. Anyway, so this is the whole jam. You're going to be seeing a lot of new stuff coming out of me in the next few months. We're probably going to be running a Kickstarter if Kickstarter allows it and approves this project. However, we don't know what's going to happen. They could say no. But in any case, I hope you learned something. I hope you try out this cool VIP access system on the Kickstarter page because this is blazingly cool. It works better than a landing page. I wish you a wonderful day. Let me know if you try it. Join my Discord community or go to prelaunch.marketing, get to my website. You can grab a quick start guide. I got tons of templates and tools already available, a free academy, and then once again, a VIP club with all our partners. So take care. Catch you soon on the other side.